Hey there! Today we got another entry to our Strawhat Appreciation Series. Today we're going to be talking about Nico Robin and 5 reasons we all love her. Let's get it. Number 5. We love her for her human pride. When Frankie created the ultimate technique and called for the pirate docking 6 giant robot Big Emperor attack, Robin could not be bothered to even complete her portion of the attack, even though it probably would have defeated the baddie and they would have gotten away from Thriller Bark with everyone's shadows. She just could not bring herself to stoop to such a level and hurt her human pride. Number 4, she comes through in a clutch. Whenever you need to get a key from point A to point B, or get some key information on one of your enemies, or even just put a little piece of salt in a zombie's mouth, you can always count on Robin. Also, she likes to break people's bones. Ugh. Number 3, she joined of her own free will. While all the other crew members took quite a bit of convincing to actually join the Straw Hats, Robin was the only crew member to join on her own. She just announced she was joining, and that was that. We're talking everybody from Nami, Usopp, Zoro, Jinbei took a really long time to eventually join. We had to do a lot for Chopper and Sanji to get them to join the crew, but after Robin saw what the Straw Hats were capable of, and of course they did a little thing like declaring war on the entire government to save her, she happily joined the crew without even having to be asked. At first, I thought this was a negative. She just insisted that she would join the crew, but now I see that's a positive. She saw what the crew had to offer and she just jumped in there and joined up with them. And my hat's off to her. Good job. Number 2, she is the mom of the crew. Besides being the oldest female on the crew, Robin is giving off some natural motherly vibes. And I don't want to be confusing this with Nami's motherly instincts to other children. Nami treats the crew pretty terribly most of the time, but Robin is always just a generous soul, happy to just sit back and enjoy all of the mischievous antics that her children get up to. Like the time when Luffy, Chopper, and Usopp were putting on samurai gear and getting ready to go take on Kaido, she just happily sits back and watches them and enjoys that they look like bugs and gets on their nerves a little bit. She also always has a little treat for Chopper, and just like any good mama bear, if you mess with her babies, she can really put some pain on you. Ugh. And number 1, we are learning the history of this world through her eyes. Since her introduction, every single island has been like a puzzle for Robin to decipher. She has to go find the poneglyphs and see if she can find a little piece of information from the poneglyphs left behind from the ancient members of this civilization she wants to learn about. And we've learned quite a bit. So we've learned about the ancient weapons, we've learned that there's a void sentry, we've learned about Joy Boy. Throughout this journey we learn more and more, but more than that, we get more and more questions to always be answered. There's always another question, more so than any answers, and I really can't wait to find out what everything is, just like everybody else I'm sure, and just get this story closed up satisfactorily. I don't know about you, but some of my favorite moments in all of this adventure are when Robin goes off on her own and finds a poneglyph. We normally get an interaction with another person, or sometimes just by herself, of her just deciphering this poneglyph, this ancient text that only she can read, sent from the past to the future on these indestructible stone blocks. And it's just a really cool, really magical time for me anyway, and I'm sure some of you out there as well. I just love this whole part of her character and just the story in general. I've also learned that Nico Robin doesn't always share everything she's learned from the poneglyphs. We learned that in the last arc. She knew exactly where Pluton was this whole time and didn't tell anybody until now. And I think part of the reason we're not getting all the information is because of the way Luffy is set up. He does not care about the ancient writings and all of the history. He doesn't care about an ancient civilization telling him about this world. He wants to go out and discover it for himself, and Nico Robin respects that, which is another great thing to appreciate about this character. I really like these little bits and nuggets of history that we get from this character, and that's honestly why I love her so much, and I'm glad that she's on this crew. So what do you think? What are the reasons you love Nico Robin? Is there any ones that you have that I missed? Put them in the comments, and like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to watch more Straw Hat Appreciation videos, why not start with Chopper?